Yeah, that completely fixed the tracking. Like, see, if the plane go... I guess it needs an extra degree. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep it at like 200 at least. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, takeoff. Abort, 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 abort. All right, let's resume our career. What am I doing? Start game. Resume career. Resume saved. Let's go. So this is my first career. It's my only game mode I've actually played for KSP. The only other thing I've played is the tutorials, I guess. And I mean, we've launched quite a few things. We've made quite a few rockets. I used to save like every version. Now I like don't, especially because I realized I was like cluttering everything. But yeah, we've been playing for not that long, but I guess I have some experience from building RT aircraft and also simple planes. So it's not been hard at all. I mean, there's definitely a learning curve. There's quite a few moments, KSP moments. But yeah, we recently installed KSP community fixes. I haven't really played much after that. I only tested this aircraft that we've been slowly modifying for space tourism. It's a super tour. Yeah, we want to launch some tourists into space. Specifically, we want to go to the moon. The Mun. Let's call it the Mun. I think it's more fun like that. Yeah, let's keep modifying this till we get a good plane. Okay, so the last test flight I did, I realized that putting the engines so far offset down was a bad idea. So the whole plan with having the engines below is, well, first of all, they used to intersect with the winglets, which were a lot closer or in the original design. But then I raised the winglets. But the other reason why I put them below is because it helps the aircraft pitch up. So I realized that like actually I don't need to turn the engines that early. I actually kind of want to save the fuel for 15,000 meters plus. So we're actually going to raise these engines, make them probably line them up with the center of thrust, and we are going to keep testing this. So quick thing I actually did, I'm gonna mention this, is really cool. So you might have this issue with aircraft that you get in the runway and they kind of go all over the place and they want to tilt. So you can actually do this and it works. So not sure if you know about alignment in cars, in racing, but yeah, there is parts that the wheels on a car are often not actually going straight forwards. They have a little bit of twist. And I actually twisted this one. So I actually don't remember which way I twisted them to get the track right. Yeah, I twisted them outwards, like one or two clicks outwards, and that completely fixed the tracking issues that I had with this aircraft on the ground. And I'm going to be experimenting more with that, and I actually want to make a tutorial because even though I'm a KSP Noob, I mean, I'm not seeing anyone speak about it, and I know that's going to help a lot of people. Anyways, let's keep going with this. I think I'm just going to go for upper intakes. Works fine. I don't like as much how it looks, but it works. And we're going to put the little rockets probably just straight on the side, to be honest. What's the center of our mass like? Does the center of mass go up when we raise the gear? Doesn't seem to go. Center of drag is pretty high up because of this and this, but that's fine. Let's cut the throttle real quick to see how much delta V we have in terms of jet fuel. This should be enough. I mean, I've been surprised how well this actually behaves. This plane currently gets to orbit. Not sure if that's with crew on board, because last time I tested it, it was only with Jeb on board. So yeah. We have our center of lift right below our center of mass, like you know you should do it. And the rear landing gear is pretty close to the center of mass, center of lift. Most of the fuel is on the back. We actually have the non-variable weights on the front. I did put... Oh, I haven't done that yet. I guess I didn't save the plane. Last time we flew this, we had this problem where the... let's just say the battery ran out and we had no control, so the only way to turn the plane was with the engines themselves. So it was quite, no, I wouldn't say hard, but it was sketchy to do the deorbiting burn because I was all over the place. Had to wait for the plane to be aligned in order to burn, which is kind of weird. So my idea here was to just add a little structural tube right here. And what this is exactly the same thing I did last time. I don't know why I didn't save. But originally I was going to put it on the front. I might still put it on the front. I don't know, actually. It might work better on the front. But I thought I just put it on the center of mass so I wouldn't change much to plane. Where are the batteries? Right here. We put one. What are you doing? No, don't do that, KSP. I don't want to offset them because I don't think it works the same way. What I can do is this. There you go. No! Not that! Stupid game. There we go. Alright, now we go. Now we're cooking. Don't say cooking with gas. That's oil company propaganda. That's gas. That's fossil fuel company propaganda. We're cooking. That's all we need to do. We just cook. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't love how it looks, but it's perfectly fine. I don't actually have action groups yet enabled. Complex action groups are enabled. And the thing that I really, maybe it's in the fixes. But the thing that really pissed me off about oh, never mind. I guess they fixed it. The community fixes this. Wait a minute. No, there's no way. Let's save this real quick. Did I not actually change that? Best basic action groups available. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know. I guess that the community fixes actually lets you use them because I wasn't able to. I only had the throttle as an action group. I was like, what? I don't want to decrease the throttle. I just want to change the type of thrust. So let's use custom one, I think, and switch mode. Switch mode. What am I doing? That's not how to do it. I actually never used action groups before, so we want to make that. Wow, how does this work? I don't know what I'm doing. I forgot how to do it. Okay, so it's already enabled, right? Let's test it out. Ooh, sketch. Yeah, it does that when you first put it on the runway, but the center of mass is right here, so it shouldn't do that. Let's turn those engines on. Oh, it works. Cool. Gotta test it, Jeb. I think like we should get some passengers on board before we test it all the way. But yeah, I mean it definitely works. I am playing by the way on default difficulty settings. Let's start in dry mode. Yes. By the way, if you don't know the reason why I mean you probably know, you're playing KSP. Dry mode, wet mode means it's called wet mode because the afterburners just throw fuel at the. It's weird. It shouldn't be called wet. I mean, I guess that it evolved from that, but wet thrust used to be called when you actually use water injection, not afterburning, which is weird. I don't know how that word evolved, but I'm pretty sure that wet thrust meant originally when you're using water injection, not afterburning. Anyways, these ones are set up as elevators only. These ones are set as elevators, and I don't know if we should. I could probably remove the elevator function from these. It's not really that necessary. By the way, you can make planes with just VTOLs. You don't actually need more than 2 control surfaces. And these ones are just set up as ailerons. 5 degrees, 5 degrees. It's actually a lot. I'm gonna lower that to 4. I actually have no idea what deploy angle does, but it's weird. Just Like I had a problem with it at once. And I used to move it together, but never mind. I'm just speaking gibberish at this point. Anyways, let's load this thing up. Oh, and the best part about the fixes is that it actually fixes the fact that like, yeah. Okay, so let's load the tourists up. So most of these tourists don't actually want to go to the moon. They just want to fly. No, never mind. They do. Mun. Oh, this guy wants to land? Holy crap. Okay, but it's not all of them. So, lithium braking. Imagine lithium braking with this thing on the Mun. What am I saying? Yeah, we'll just take them later. There's 2 that want to land on the Mun. I guess we could make the space plane smaller. These guys want to orbit the Mun. Yeah, this is not going to be easy to orbit the Mun with this thing. Fly by the Mun? Like, sure, absolutely, I could do that. But orbit it? Yeah, we're gonna... Okay, Super Tourer is gonna stay. Save the Super Tourer. I'm gonna make a Super Tourer Mini. And we're gonna make a mini version of the Super Tourer. I don't know, mini, like, short. I don't know, what do you call it? Let's call it the short. Short's fine. Short. I know it's not short, but it's just it's pretty long aircraft. And let's put the guys that just want to do the flybys, because orbits, we're not doing orbits. Never mind. It's Chrisley. Yeah. Okay. So never mind. What I meant to say is those not the ones that do the landing. So fly by the Mun, not the ones that don't want to land on it, because that's kind of pointless. So Chrisley wants to do a flyby, and Rayfred wants to do a flyby. Jeb is always good pilot. Save this, and let's check the center of mass and center of gravity. That is no bueno. Yeah, that should do it. It's always better to give it a little leniency. I'm gonna check how it looks with the fuel tanks empty. Any other fuel tanks? Oh, these are also fuel tanks. Cool. There we go. 400. And yeah, no, this one's carry way more fuel. But I'm pretty sure this one actually does. Okay, so it's a lifting body. Okay, we'll consider that, but like that would just make their plane longer, because the point of these was... I'm thinking about it. Now we could just put this further forward instead and actually make the fuel double stacked. I like that idea. We're going to see how this behaves. If we need more fuel, we're going to change that, because we can't make this longer. Oh, let's check the... 614 meters per second. Oh, it's because I actually lowered the... because I emptied the fuel tanks. Never mind. I gotta empty all the fuel tanks. With all the fuel tanks empty, that's their center of mass. Okay. That is pretty good. We can push it forward a little bit. And let's fill the tanks back up. Empties the fuel tanks. Forgets he empties the fuel tanks. Okay, full, 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 full. See, that's what you check. I think I can't be that lenient with the... I'm just gonna put it a little further backwards. And we could probably move the battery pack a little forwards. The battery pack forwards with actually... No, that's the opposite of what we want. We want to put the battery packs further backwards. But that's the most further back I can put it without using a dual fuselage. So, battery pack stays where it is. What we can move further back are these. Looks fine. I like the engines where they are. Just gonna keep them there for that reason. Okay. Good enough. Let's fly this thing. If we get to the Mun, we get to the Mun. What? Where are my action groups? Jeb, like, if you were carrying a parachute, this would mean that it's like we're screwing everyone over. Like, if you're gonna carry a parachute, everyone needs to carry a parachute, right? Yeah. But we're not. We don't need parachutes. Oh yeah, forget about this. We don't need monopropellant. So that's less weight. And more weight that goes back. Which is... Actually, it's better. I'm thinking about it. It's better. Because our center of mass is too far forward when we're empty. So reducing weight and mass on the front is better. Reducing stationary mass on the front is better. Alright, let's go. Whoops, I stopped recording for a second. I completely forgot about moving this. Let's revert flight to launch. It started rolling by itself. I don't even know how. Probably because there's wind, maybe? I don't know. Is there wind? Guys, is there wind in KSP? I think there's wind in KSP. The other day I had wind and the rockets were launching really weird. Anyways, Critchley, Raid Fred, welcome to flight, my balls, to the Mon. We are about to take off. I don't know what I'm saying. Do we need afterburning thrust? Absolutely not. But I guess we are afterburning for now. I think I completely ruined my track. Yeah, I absolutely ruined my track. I don't know what I did. But this is not how this thing used to track. I think I screwed it up. Let's check it again. Because did I do the twist inwards or outwards? Let's remove the gears so we can start from angle 0. Yeah, let's try that. That should work. And we go rotate. And first we rotate like this. And to fix the tracking issues, so I want the plane to, if it goes on one wheel, I want the wheel to pull it back into the floor. So I want the wheels to be twisted inwards, not outwards. Let's try that. Double check because it used to break. Are we wet or are we... There it is. Why are we not throttling up? Oh, because the thrust limiter is set to 0. Wait, what? Okay, that's because I wanted to check the... Oh my god, what am I doing this time? The weird part is that like setting the thrust limiter to 0 does not affect the wet thrust. And it says they're dry mode. What is going on? I guess that wet thrust is actually like rocket mode. Something weird like that. Why then the wet thrust? I want dry thrust. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just dumb. Yeah, that completely fixed the tracking. Like, see, if the plane go... I guess it needs an extra degree. I had to jinx it. I had to jinx it. Let's try that. It used to work just fine. I don't know what I did. Are they not in symmetry mode? What's going on? No, I mean, never mind. It is fixed. It's just my plane's wandering all over the place. Whoa! Just lift. Just lift. Oh, come on. This used to work so good. What's going on? What did I do? Maybe I lowered the gear a little bit. I think I did, actually. That's probably the reason. Oh, not that. The gear. Is that level now? Maybe I need to move it sideways. I don't remember how I had this set up. I'm gonna check on the original if this doesn't work, because I was really satisfied how it worked. Oh, I switched my... I used to have the yaw on Q and E, because that's how I fly. Used to fly in War Thunder, for example. I used to fly because yaw is like you know, not on the main stick. You have it on pedals, like they're separate from the pedals. But the thing is, when you're flying like a lander and trying to land a lander, it gets really confusing to have the yaw on the. Oh my god! I guess we can just fix that by launching a little better. Do we not have enough reaction wheels? Do we need like more? Oh, this might be the reason actually. Let's try that. I don't think so, but maybe. Also, taking off with the afterburning thrust used to be easier. Let's just afterburn. Okay, let's get to like 100 and then afterburn. Afterburning. Alright, that's not the key. That's the key. Okay, this should do it because I'm actually gonna have enough lift. And I'm not gonna hit the... Okay, should we modify the plane? That is the question. Should we... We can, for example, untwist the gear, which is an option. Like unroll it like this. That should help. We can also break it. We can also offset it a little more. I want it to be touching, I don't want it to be cheating. I don't like cheating. That works for me. What else could we do? We could more elevator authority, I guess. We could move it backwards. Let's move it backwards a tiny bit. Should do it. Okay, hope for the better. We could probably throw these vertically. They're probably give us better vertical stability. This might actually be lowering our vertical stability. I'm not certain if this is how the game works, but I've noticed that like when one of these is obstructed by aerodynamic devices, they actually become less effective. Might be the case, I'm not sure. I'm gonna play someday where I actually don't get the chance to test fly an aircraft. And people die. I mean, Kerbins. Be funny. How many test pilots would we have? How many of them would survive? No clue. Well, that works. Why does it lag the first few meters? I have no idea. Okay, disable wet thrust. And let's fly until we reach close to top speed on dry thrust. Yeah, 275 is fine. Okay. I don't know if that's audio's broken, but it sounds broken. God, that audio's annoying. Slower the volume. So this thing should reach like 900 meters per second before we start our upwards flight, or orbiting burn, let's call it, I don't know. Whatever the opposite of a gravity burn is. Gravity turn. Oh, we're speeding up quickly, what's going on? Is it because we changed our angle of attack? Does it really affect it that much? I guess. Orbit speed over 1,000. Alright, let's lower our altitude one last time, get to 900, and then we will turn upwards. Okay, overheat's starting. Let's turn up. This is the main problem of using these engines ground level. Wow, we're speeding up. How are we speeding up our orbit? That's insane. Surface speed is going up. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that was. I was not like trying to match the exact point where the engine shut off, but that worked by accident. Let's try to keep it at prograde. I don't want to have too much drag. Let's do prograde. Oh wow, that's an orbit. It's insane. Okay. Oh my god, we're doing pretty good. We're doing really good actually. We need to burn faster though. Okay, let's burn up. Let's burn up. Let's raise that time to apoapsis. We're pretty much outside the atmosphere, so it doesn't matter. We're not burning prograde. T plus 1 minute. There we go. Get that apoapsis to 70 kilometers. Let's go. Okay, 68 is fine. Aim prograde. How are the batteries doing? We have a lot of charge left. That's good. And when we're at like T minus 40, we'll just start burning, I think. Try to do the most efficient burn I can. I rather look at the eccentricity because it's less variable. It's an easier number, it doesn't change around like the apoapsis does. So when we reach 0, 0, 1, it's like, okay, that's it. What's our time? Minus 29. .1. Just burn prograde, it's fine. 09, 08, 07, 06, 05, 04, 03, 02, 01. 01's fine. Oh, we're burning wrong way. Okay. That's the best way to do it, I think. Well, yay, that's pretty good. Perhaps it's dropped a lot though. Interesting. But the thing I know is that we are in orbit, very much in orbit. Let's add a little circularization maneuver here, tiny one. We don't need it though. Do we need it? I just want to make an efficient burn. That's the thing. So let's just make it circular. I don't think we have enough delta V at all. For a month flyby? Do we have enough delta V for a month flyby? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Let's turn the music up. I think I already did it. What was the bird time? Like less than that for sure. Anyways, we're good. We are very circular. And we want to reach the moon. So let's see, we're going to have a maneuver right now to reach the moon. By the way, this is so useful. People don't use it enough. I've not seen people use it. This little thing right here. Click on the burn. There we go. So, is that the better way to do it? Or is it the better way to go the other way around? I think the other way around is more efficient, right? For the return. Yeah, there's no way we have enough to get to the moon. We need like 800 to get out of into moon orbit. So yeah, that tells us pretty much what we need to know. We need a lot more delta V, like 1500 more delta V in order to do this. Let's actually hold up. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. Ambient light boost. Let's do like 35% or something like that. Okay, so we can't do it, so let's unset target. Focus our view back on Kerbin. And let's get back to the KSC, the Kerbal Space Center. Activate navigation, and we're gonna do a maneuver. We're gonna burn retrograde into the KSC. You gotta remember that when you hit the atmosphere, you start slowing down a lot faster. So either burn less, it's probably the better way to do it. Burn less or burn later. 50 meters per second is more than within our budget. So I wish you could see like your altitude, like at a position. What's our periapsis? 37 kilometers. Which means that halfway through our periapsis, we should be like somewhere in the middle between our periapsis and our apoapsis, I guess. What's the middle between this? It's like, I don't know how math works, guys. I forgot how to do math. It's like something like 45. I don't know. I'd rather burn later. Just make sure that we get there. Push it retrograde. Spin the plane around. Is that half the contract? Yeah, that's half the contract. Should we take them home? Should we try to land it? Let's try to land it. Sure, why not? So a 3-second burn. By the way, I've only been to the Mun. Not been to any other celestial body. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be enough for entry. We'll see. Yeah, not at all, actually. Let's do a little more burning. Let's make it perhaps like 15. Should be do it. That should do it. Okay, so yeah, the difference between 93 and 15 should be 80. 80. The half of 80 is 40. So 40 plus 15 is 55. That's gonna be like our halfway point. 55 right there. That's not enough. We need to burn harder. Okay, that would make our flight point. Halfway point, that would make our halfway point 45, more or less. Yeah, probably will burn a little more. That'll make it like 35, a little less than 35. It's good enough. Plus you're going slower. Yeah, let's try to land it with this guys on board. We do not need the jet engines, though burning the fuel off the engines is going to make the plane lighter, which is going to make it easier to land, which is because this is going to be really hard to land. I have no idea how we're landing this. There's like no space between to flare. There's like no way we're going to flare this plane. We're going to have to like brake. Just land really fast and brake. I don't think we're going to be able to land it, but you know, we can always revert flight. Right? I guess. Okay, let's turn it forward. Prograde. We're having fun at least. It doesn't work as a target. We should work like a target. Change things a lot. Alright, let's put that. It's pretty close. We're not going to be flying over really high mountains or anything. Not much heat yet. How's the battery doing? Very well. We have way too much battery in anything. In fact, I'd say there's not such a thing like too much batteries, is there? Okay, now we can actually use the reaction wheels to control the descent and not blow up the cab like last time. We probably want to key for angle limiters, because yeah, we need those. Oh my god, it's getting hot. Is it the landing gear that's getting hot? Maybe. Barbecue roll? Barbecue roll. Ooh, I don't like that. We might need RCS on board. Let's try like a retrograde pointer. Let's see if we can actually do it. It is helping, but that's really hot. That is really hot. I don't know if it's like the landing gear that's getting hot, or is it the cab, or is it like the midsection? What's going on? What's getting hot, guys? Okay, that's cold enough, I think. Slow enough, I mean. I've never actually landed the KSC, like, unless it's like my smaller planes. I'm glad we have that much electric charge now. I might actually put like an extra reaction wheel if we're not gonna use monopropellant. All right. Now we're flying. Now we're flying. Let's try to roll this thing back into place and turn those engines back on. Ooh. Bad idea. What is this plane doing, boys? I don't know how my center of mass is behaving, but it's doing weird things. Hey, we did it, boys. Now we're good, but man, it's speeding up. Weird. It's just don't burn prograde, it just destabilizes you. Why does burning wet work on higher altitudes? That does not make any sense. Yeah, the engines are on. Why are they not running? So the runway is on 90. So as long as we, I think we gotta align the marker with a 90. That's how you do it. You align the marker with 90, and that's how you got the navigation, right? I wish it was a proper marker and not like a freaking flag. That looks a little more centered, but not quite. Anyways, I think I don't want to go past that, so let's just turn back. Yeah, that seems all right. Oh yeah, I forgot to lower this. What we're gonna do? 3 degrees? I don't know. Let's see how it behaves with the gear out. Sable SAS, see how it does. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep it at like 200 at least. See how it behaves. Yeah, I guess we could flare like 250. God, that's gonna be hard. Yeah, we gotta lower altitude if we're gonna do that maneuver. It's gonna be really hard. I don't know if you can connect a controller of some sorts to KSP, but that would help. It's probably a mod for it. Just keep the speed and line up the runway. I think that's just it. But prograde. This is looking pretty good actually. Let's see if we can land it. Ooh, baby. Scary. 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 Ooh. 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 Oh, takeoff. Abort, 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 abort. Jesus Christ. Do we have wind? Is there a flag? so much lighter now. Not sure if it's enough run up. But if there's wind, it's gonna help a lot. Gear out. So yeah, it is G. Okay. Okay, line that up with the KSC. 270 degrees. Going for landing. Speed that up a little bit. Can't go that just a little. 200, I think, is the speed we're gonna aim for. And yeah, let's not forget we got X for cutting our engines and B for brakes. Saying it out loud actually makes me a lot more calm, because I was like thinking about it but not actually doing anything about it. God, I don't like having the should we use SAS? Maybe. Yeah, SAS looks good. Okay. Cut the engines. And oh my god, abort again. Oh, such a bounce. Let's try slower. Let's try like 150. I really have no idea. Is there wind? What is that? Is it a tree? Weird. This is why you don't make long aircraft with a huge tail behind the wheels, because like you cannot flare them at all. So I got 600 seconds at least. 6,000. Okay, we need to go slower next time. $170 is way too slow. Yeah, we go way too high, way too high. We're not gonna do it. We might need to abort. 190, 180, 170. This might be it, guys. This might be it. Oh my god, no. I need to line up the runway like that. Oh my god. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. Brake. 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 God, brake, 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 brake. I need stronger brakes. We're gonna make it, guys. No, 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 no. Okay, a little bit. Oof. Keep braking. Keep braking. Slow down. 60. Interesting. Okay, we can land slower. If you figure it out, we can land slower. Okay. Cool, guys. We actually made it. We overrun by a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's turn around. I'm not gonna exceed 15 meters per second. maybe 30. It's fine. Also, let's just set up brakes harder. Like I want the plane to brake. I don't know why I didn't actually make them brake more. I don't like that it starts on 50%. It makes you think that there's a reason for it. It's just maybe for the plane not to tip over forward. Yes, that having a front gear with more braking could be bad. Let's do this at like 15 at least. Lower than that. Ooh, that's close. Engines get really close to touching the ground. But we made it, guys. We absolutely made it. Glad I had extra fuel for all the shenanigans. Those are these fuselages that are carrying the extra fuel. Quite far back. I mean, actually that's not how fuel flow is working in this game. Anyways, we made it. Sick. Okay, satisfied with that. Don't say cooking with gas, that's oil. I can't fucking speak today.